Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. We have made it back to the weekend. I honestly couldn't have planned my PTO better. I know I said it yesterday, but I am just, very happy that my wisdom in planning my PTO worked out for my benefit, or my thought behind planning my PTO worked out for my benefit, because honestly I go to work today and it is a little bit later, but I work till 6 today, so I'm going in an hour later today. But um, I work today and then I'm back to the weekend. So, you know, God is good. Anyway, it's Friday. The sun is out today in Cleveland. There's still snow on the ground, but we're making the best of this Friday. And let me say it like this. I only said that because I really don't like cold weather. I really don't like snow. And I know, like, I grew up in Cleveland my whole life. I should be used to it by now. Used to it and liking it are two separate things. And I do not like cold weather. I don't like the snow. It's pretty, it's beautiful. But to have to live a whole season of it is actually extremely annoying. So, but anyway, it is, another wonderful day that God has woken us up. That God woke us up this morning. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm actually rambling at this point. But let's go ahead and get into this goal before I start talking about other random things that honestly don't make sense. So, as always, God is blessing us. He's always going to be blessing us. The goal for today is to be disciplined, okay? Be disciplined. What does it mean to be disciplined? It means that you're having or showing discipline, or you're showing that you can do things in a controlled or a structured or an organized manner. So you're not just doing things, willy-nilly, but to have discipline or to be disciplined in something means that you are showing that you are controlled, or that you have control over a certain situation. For example, if I'm trying to be disciplined with my diet and I'm not eating sweets, that means that I'm controlling, or I'm showing that I can control myself if there are Dove chocolates out, which are literally one of my favorite chocolates in life. I can use that too. If there's Dove chocolates out and, it's Thanksgiving or it's the holiday season and everyone's baking pies and cookies and all good delights, if I say, no, I'm trying to be disciplined with my diet, that means I may or may not be able to have any sweets during the holidays. I may only be able to have one cookie during the holidays, So to be disciplined means that you are controlling, you're pretty much not letting your flesh, or not letting your emotions, or not letting the part that you're trying to cleave out, not letting that control you, but instead you're controlling that aspect so that you just don't run rampant the other direction. Okay, this is extremely important to be disciplined when we're talking about our preparation month, is because I feel like in the week and a half, a little less than 2 weeks that we have left, we should honestly come up with a list, and I'm going to do this too. Come up with a list of things that we want to be disciplined in, and don't wait till 2020 to start. Honestly, once you put it down on paper, once you write it out, that's when you should start to be disciplined in that area. So if I say, because one of my things is to be disciplined in my diet. Now, that doesn't mean that I want to cut out sweets altogether, because I can't imagine not ever having red velvet cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory. If you've never had it, yeah, I mean, if you know, you know. But can't imagine never having sweets ever again in my life. I can't imagine that. Or even with dairy, I was talking with a couple people at my job, and they were saying, like, oh, you should cut out dairy, it's really help my skin and with digestion and all that stuff. That's great. And honestly, I did contemplate it until they brought up cheese. Like, you mean I can never have macaroni and cheese again? And, culturally, I think that macaroni and cheese hits different in different cultures. In my family and in the African American culture, I can speak for 100% fact that cutting out macaroni and cheese altogether is just difficult. Now, if you are African American and if you've done that, more power to you, but I don't see myself doing that. So me being disciplined in my diet, let me bring it back in. Me being disciplined in my diet doesn't mean that I'm not gonna have, doesn't mean I'm cutting a lot of, or doesn't mean I'm cutting things out for my lifetime, for the rest of my life. but it means that I'm controlling the amount of things that I'm intaking. So if I say that I want to be disciplined in my diet, that means I'm not going to have Dove chocolate every single day, or I'm not going to eat cookies every single day. I don't do that right now, but I'm just saying, just for example. Or discipline in my exercise. That means that I am going to be controlling how much I exercise. So I should not only be exercising one day a week. If I want to truly be disciplined, I need to sacrifice some things in order to make sure that whatever I'm saying I'm disciplined in flourishes. And that's honestly what it's all about, is making sure that you are sacrificing or identifying things that need to be sacrificed in order for you to continue to be disciplined in a certain area. Again, once we write this stuff down on paper, we need to start it. So don't wait until January 1st of 2020 to start becoming disciplined. Honestly, in our preparation month, we need to be doing just that, preparing and practicing for 2020. So when January 1st comes, we can just literally hit the ground running with achieving our goals, accomplishing successes, and really just taking flight on everything that we are purposed to take flight in. Okay, so that is the goal for today, is to be disciplined. And yes, we have homework today, people. I'm gonna do mine. You need to do yours. Make sure you're writing stuff down, and then you can start by only writing one thing down. I obviously gave two because I do want to be more disciplined in my diet and exercise. But also another area that I want to be disciplined in too is spending time with God. I will do it sometimes, but I feel like I'm not as consistent as I need to be. So I want to be more disciplined in that area. So write a couple things down, and then once you write them down, start putting them into practice, making sure that you have identified different areas that you're going to have to sacrifice for that. And make sure you know what you have to sacrifice, because it'll hit different if you didn't know, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, I can't do this and I can't do this. So make sure you understand the areas that you have to sacrifice in becoming more disciplined in other areas. So yes, that is the goal for today, is to be disciplined. Hope everyone has a wonderful Friday, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.